Okay, rant number four, obsession with unpaid media. I'll be quick here, because I think we all know this, but we were told for many years that actually, this whole business of using paid media is over. The importance of budget is not what it used to be, and what we do when we're clever is we use unpaid media, earned media and owned media, and that's a great substitute for actually spending money. It turns out to be, of course, complete rubbish. So let's just nail it in a few ways. So firstly, this is our impact on the ability to generate earned media. And I'll say generating earned media is a very useful thing to do. If we can get people talking and sharing our campaign and contributing to our campaigns, as we will see in a minute, is a very commercially useful thing to do. So we want to do it. Our chances of doing it without paid media are just short of zippo. I mean, absolutely nada, nothing, don't bother wasting your time. We need to put money behind it, as lots of campaigns have found. So let's move on from that. Of course, owned and earned media are very useful. They amplify the effectiveness of paid media. We can get about a 13% uplift by developing lots of collateral owned media, and even more, we can double that by if we can successfully create earned media, which is why lots of advertisers are trying to do this. Lots of advertisers trying to do it. And here's a wonderful example. Of course, one of the great ways of driving earned media is TV, because it inherently gets people talking and can create some great earned media opportunities. So this is for Mobile Phone Network 3 in the UK, and this was, in a sense, a short-term campaign. It was their summer initiative that particular year, but they have an ongoing marketing campaign. And they use TV, it's self-explanatory when you see it, they use TV to trigger a really interesting social earned media initiative, which I'll talk about afterwards. They did a lot of other stuff that we haven't got time to talk about. There's all sorts of really interesting guerrilla stuff and so off the back of it. It's a lovely, rich case study. This is the TV that absolutely primed the earned media response.
Hello. I'd like to take this moment to sincerely apologise on behalf of 3. Our customers' recent actions overseas rest entirely on our shoulders. We're sorry. We thought allowing customers to use their phones in 16 destinations worldwide like they would at home was a good thing. No extra cost for calling and texting back home, no extra cost for data. But we failed to consider the consequences. The holiday spam. We're sorry. Sorry for all the sunsets, the fancy cocktails, for plane wing after plane wing after plane wing. Sorry for the mini monuments, the beach feet, the street food, the hashtag no filters, the hot dog legs. We deeply regret the frustration this has caused, and we urge all 3 customers, when abroad, please brag responsibly. Thank you.
So the beauty of an idea like that is you can really work it, you can really milk it, you can get lots of. So this is what they did on social. They had a tagger bragger kind of thing. So you could, as it were, report someone who was doing this kind of thing. It was great fun, played out, very, very successful. Off the back of this summer initiative, they drove an additional 60,000 subscribers to the network, which is big stuff. Even online, paid media works much more effective than unpaid media. So let's really nail this, because it's been a big distraction. It's led a lot of people to think that budget is not as important as it once was, but the data actually says precisely the reverse. For those of you who are statisticians, these are simply the R-squared scores. They tell us what proportion of the market share growth achieved in Web 1.0 and Web 2.0 periods was driven purely by expenditure, not by the quality of our creative, not by the smartness of our media choices and media buys, but what was driven purely by the amount of money we spent, measured as extra share of voice, the difference between share of voice and share of market, which is the most important metric for expenditure. And what it shows is that it has doubled over that period. Budget is actually getting more important to success, not less. It seems a no-brainer to me. In a free market economy, of course, that will always be the case. We can't expect something for nothing. It simply won't happen. Okay, rant number 4 is over. We're getting there. We'll get there soon.